Are you one of those women who wants to stay married and wants to have a good marriage, but does not want to make love with her husband? This is actually really common. I don't think it's really possible, though. And some women will point out and say, well, this is why men are so disgusting. I'm not going to disagree with you on that point, but basic biology, this is the way that it works. Because of genetics and high levels of testosterone, most men want to make love very frequently. Oftentimes, their definition of a loving relationship is one in which their partner wants to make love with them. If their partner doesn't want to make love with them, then it's not their definition of a loving relationship. It's not a happy relationship. In fact, some would say it's not a relationship at all. At least not a marriage relationship. You can be friends with somebody that doesn't want to make love with you, but I don't know of any guy that would want to marry someone or be married to somebody who doesn't want to make love with them. Wanting to stay in a marriage or wanting to have a happy marriage in which you're not making love is not going to work. It's not a happy marriage for a man. It's not a happy marriage for a lot of women either. There are asexual people out there, but most people are not asexual. You have something that's an asexual relationship or even close to an asexual relationship, and your partner doesn't, you're going to have a terrible. And if something's really important to them, and it's not important to you and you don't care about it, this sends a message to them that you don't care about them. Everybody goes into marriage with different expectations. And people who are not asexual will go into a marriage and they'll want to have a sexual relationship with the person that they married. And anything short of that is not going to meet their expectations of what their definition of marriage is, which means they're going to be frustrated and they're going to be hurt. They will eventually grow resentful. They marry this person to have a sexual relationship with them, and now they can't. They're stuck. They're stuck in a relationship, and they oftentimes have children with this person. They don't want to mess up the children's lives, but they're stuck in a relationship that is not even their definition of a relationship anymore. So what about the other person? What about the person that doesn't want to make love? Why don't they want to make love? Do they have to have a reason? Well, yes, they do have to have a reason, because that's a big problem in the marriage relationship. I know you'd like to think that it's not, but it is. It's why most people get divorced. So depending on the reason, we'll help you find a solution. If it's a medical problem, that's a different discussion entirely. But maybe you can do other things that might still fulfill that for your partner. Usually what I see happening is that one of the partners maybe get pregnant, or maybe they'll start taking some depression medication or some anxiety medication, or they will have something happen in their life like having children, and then they're just busy and they're tired and they're worn out and they're just not much in the mood anymore. At least they think that's what the problem is. I think it's often another thing entirely. Number one, I think that they stop dating each other. They stop courting each other. They stop those loving communications that started their sex relationship in the first place. The second thing is I think that they don't make it pleasurable for their partner. Maybe they don't know how. Marriage couples that have great sexual relationships do a lot of communication and a lot of teaching. This is what I like. This is how I like it. This is when I like it. You're not doing it quite right. Do it a little more like this. Lots of that going on in the relationship until the one partner learns exactly how to make it optimally pleasurable for their partner. Without that feedback, the partner never really learns how to make it a good experience for the other person. So since it's not a good experience for the other person, they don't really want to do it anymore. It wasn't that great. Maybe it was kind of uncomfortable. I didn't really like it. Or maybe the person has been shamed or criticized during the act of making love, and now it's an embarrassing, difficult thing. There are ways around all of this. I do have marriage courses that teach people how to do all of this without years of experience. You can check on the link. I've got one up there if you'd like to check it out. Do you think I missed anything? If so, please leave a comment.